Oh, yes, sir. Man, we live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose Man. Here today, bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel on this Monday, MLK Day. Man, it's a lot going on. We're going to get into this breakdown. But before we do that, y'all already know we got the lineup review coming up for y'all, man. Going over my best lineup from yesterday's slate. So we're going to jump right into it without further delay. But before we do that, please, if this is your first time here, just hit that subscribe button, man. Don't worry about it. Trust me, you're making the right move. And definitely hit that like button, man. It's mandatory at this point, man. When you click on the video, you should just hit the like button right there, man. Come on, man. It's 1-2, just bop. Let's get it, all right? But now, yesterday's breakdown, man. Yeah, it was a tough three-game slate, man. Small game slates are always tough because there's not that many plays. Either you have them or you don't. So it's real tough trying to get away from chalky guys if you can and different things like that. So small game slates are real tough. I usually go lighter. I usually try some of the high dollar contests. I just did like 3 or 4 lineups last night. So on DraftKings, it was like a break even night. This is my best lineup right here. This was actually in the mini max. I did like 3 in there, and I did the $15 50K the first or whatever. But put up 310 right here. My best lineup on DraftKings last night. We started at the top with point guard. You see Kevin Porter Jr. 6,500. Got him at 20%. That's nice on 3 game. With 3 game slates, you get anybody in the 20s like this. If you get somebody under 20, you get somebody under 10. That's great in big tournaments. Remember, single entry, we don't want to reach that hard, but. So being that this is a big tournament, this is a nice ownership on Kevin Porter Jr. I knew nobody really wasn't going to go there or be scared to go there. So we got him at 20%. He had a nice game for us, man. 42 DK points at 6,500. Coming in at my shooting guard, I went Terrence Davis. Everybody was going to be there once Halliburton and Bagley and those Kings guys got ruled out. So Terrence Davis moved into the starting lineup, 3,700. He was a lock and load for him. I had it pretty much everywhere. 70% on right here. He gave us 40 DK points, man. Very nice outing from him. At the small forward, man, I went with Buddy Hield. Got him at 26%. I felt like he another guy who would go overlooked, especially with everybody going to the value plays like Davis and Metu and even playing Barnes. So I wanted to try to get a little different right here with Hill. Got him at 26% ownership. Nice ownership in this contest. He gave us 45 DK points, man. 27 real life points from Buddy Hill in this spot. Definitely a take that. At the power forward, me went to the Metu chalk, just trying to get some of that value, 4,500. I played a lot of Kings guys last night. My downfall was Rashaan Holmes. I had too much Rashaan Holmes last night, man. I rolled the dice with him. He has been missing the past couple of games due to conditioning. So he's been back, but they just been trying to work him back in the shape. So with him finally getting a start, I figured he was good to go for a full 30 minutes run since they was finally letting him play after holding him back for the past 3 or 4 games. But that was not the case, man. He only played 15 minutes. He did not get going. So Rashaan Holmes really hurt me from having a big day yesterday. But got Metu in this lineup, 4,500, right at 60% on. He gave us 26 DK points, a solid effort from him. At my center, I went Rudy Bear in this particular lineup, man. Just trying to get different. I told you this was the mini max, so this is a big GPP. I knew everybody was going to Jokic yesterday. Some people would probably get the cat as he was the main pay-up option on yesterday's slate. Went Gobert to get a little different here. Got him at 18% on. He had a nice double-double for us, man. He had more rebounds than points, man. 19 boards, 18 points for Rudy Gobert as the Jazz handled the Nuggets easily. 49 DK points from him. Definitely a take that. At the guard spot, I went Jordan Poole, 72% on right here. Everybody's favorite play yesterday, especially with no Steph Curry, no Gary Payton over there. Clay still being on limited run. I felt like he was the way to go, and so did a lot of other people, especially on a small 3-game slate. He gave us 29 DK points right here. Coming in my other forward, just me trying to get different again, right? I went Andre Iguodala. So everybody was going to Poole, Wiggins, Otto Porter, even some Damian Lee. So I wanted to get to a guy who I figure would be in the rotation, and could see about 20 to 25 minutes, maybe a little more if the game was close. But the Golden State Warriors got handled in this matchup without Steph and Draymond and those guys. So Iguodala didn't even really get the run we expected him to. 6 DK points from Iguodala here. Very, very earth-shattering right here, this lineup. This lineup had potential, but Iggy let us down right here. And then coming in at my utility spot, I just ran it back with Jokic in this lineup. You definitely wanted some exposure to him, especially on the 3-game slate. Typically on larger slates, if it was a 9-game, if it was like a 5-6 game anyway, I probably wouldn't have paid up for Jokic. But being that it's a 3-game and he was the main pay-up option, he could absolutely crush the field. You definitely wanted to get some exposure to him, and that's what we did right here. Nice triple-double from him in this losing effort, man. 73 DK points for Jokic right here. All right? So my best lineup put up 310. Let's go look and see who took down this contest over here. All right, I'm not even going to attempt to say this name, but congratulations, Mr. 74, all right? 359 right here, nice. Kevin Porter, Buddy Hield. We got the same 4 at the top, which is, you probably had the same 4 as a lot. It's a 3-gamer, so that's nothing now. Christian Wood in this lineup. Davion Mitchell. That's where he got at 26% on. That's what I didn't do enough of yesterday. I think that's where my mistake came in. Aaron Gordon and Jokic. Yeah, it's a solid lineup right here. Nothing too crazy. But right here, Terrence Davis and Davion Mitchell, I didn't play them together. I felt like they negatively correlated. I felt like if Terrence Davis had a big game, Davion Mitchell probably wasn't having a good game, and vice versa. So I didn't play these two on the same lineup. I thought about it, but I didn't really go that route. But looks like that's probably what you needed yesterday. Both of them turned out big performances. Both of them turned out 40-point performances. I didn't see that happening, but this probably due to Fox having a bad game, and he just really probably taking a night off here in this spot against the Houston Rockets. But in hindsight, it's 2020. If I had to do it again, I probably still wouldn't play Davis and Mitchell again together. But congrats right here, Mr. 74, on your takedown and win. Let's go look at FanDuel. FanDuel just did one lineup over here. I think it was the $7. They had 50K to first, 25K to first, whatever that contest was yesterday. $2.99 over here. Just missed the money. I think the cash line was $3.12, $3.13 this contest, something like that. But at the top, De'Aaron Fox, 80% on, man. 21 FanDuel points. Not nearly what we needed. Let everybody down in this spot. But this is pretty much a wash right here. 80% on. You still can win big. You probably could have took it down with Fox right here, 80% on. The winner might have had Fox in there. We'll see in a second. But at my other point guard, I went Donovan Mitchell. Going against these Denver Nuggets here, 53% on. He had a nice game, 48. Could have been much bigger, but you know, the blowout, no closing run. So we'll definitely take this from Donovan Mitchell. Got him at 53% on in this contest, all right? Come at shooting guard. Stay with Jordan Poole over here, 62% on, 25 FanDuel points. My other shooting guard stayed with Terrence Davis. 41% on over here on the FanDuel. 43 FanDuel fantasy points from Terrence Davis. He had a nice outing. I'm with Rashaan Tate right here, trying to give a little run back from some of those Kings guys I have. I knew I was playing 2 or 3 Kings guys, so I had to have at least one Houston guy on the run back, if not 2, because that was the best fantasy environment on the slate yesterday. Rashaan Tate, though, 50% on, only gave us 17 FanDuel points, man. Not nearly enough from him. At the small forward went Andrew Wiggins. I really thought he would be in line for a better game in this spot, so to speak, especially with no Steph. I know Clay was playing, but he's limited minutes. I kind of thought he would see. I thought with him seeing minutes on the court with no Clay and no Steph that he kind of would take over and give us a bigger performance, but it didn't quite happen, man. 22 FanDuel points from Wiggins. He was a disappointment for us last night. At my power forward, went Christian Wood in this spot. Once again, just getting another piece of this Rockets Kings game, as that was the game to have. He was very solid at 77%. Dropped a 50 burger on us right here. And then you can already see, man, that my power forward, Rashaan Holmes. I told you, he destroyed me across both sites yesterday. I had too much Rashaan Holmes, man. But it's all good. You roll the dice, and sometimes you crap out. So we live with it over here. 24% on, only 6 FanDuel points. He only played 15 minutes, so... Then we finished out at the center with Nikola Jokic here. 57% on, 67 Burger over here on FanDuel, man. Nice right here. Let's go see who won this contest. Alright, $2.99. Okay. Berkeley Bosa. Alright. $3.91. Crushed it over here with Fox in the winning lineup. Like I said, the Fox let down. I told you, it gets to a point, especially on small gamers, when guys are good plays. When they are good plays and they're super chalky, just play them, because they're going to be so high on that, like I said, even if they fail, they really won't kill you. You know what I mean? They might keep you from taking down first, but you can get a top 10 finish when guys are this high on like this. So as you can see, Fox right here, he went Davion Mitchell. That was the stack you needed yesterday. You needed Mitchell and Davis on both sides. If you got the Mitchell and Davis combo together, you was in good position. Donovan Mitchell, Buddy Hield. Oh, he ran the trifecta. See, Mitchell, Davis, and Hield. There's no way I was gonna get all 3 of them on a lineup yesterday. There's no way that, because they all like the same position pretty much. That shooting guard to small forward. Mitchell just plays the point guard, shooting guard, so to speak. But Terrence Davis, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, they all the same player. So there was no way I was getting 3 of those on one lineup. But he did it, and it worked out for him right here, as you can see. Kevin Porter as well, Christian Wood, Otto, and Jokic. Yeah, nice lineup right here, my man. Nice bill with the 4 Kings bill right here. It worked out for him. Congrats, though, to my man Berkeley Bosa. All right, enough of the review, man. Let's get to today's 5-game slate, man. It's a lot of slates today. We got some early games, being that it's MLK Day. I hate I can't take part in some of these early contests. Got to work, but you know how that go, man. Working through the snow, man. Oh, yeah. If y'all in the Northeast, man, hopefully y'all didn't get covered in too much snow, man. We just got a little dusting over here in D.C., luckily. So, but hopefully for some of my subscribers and listeners further up north, hopefully y'all didn't get buried in too much snow, man. Hopefully y'all good to go in your area, all right? But this MLK 5-game slate, we're going to look at the main slate over here. Now, the difference, FanDuel added an extra game on there, so they're going to have 6 games as they added the Hawks-Bucks game. But DraftKings is keeping it at 5, starting at 7. So it's a 5-game slate over here. So a little difference if you're playing on both sides today. But let's get into this DraftKings. At the point guard, I want to look at Tyler Hero, man. 7,500 going against the Toronto Raptors. I want to look at him because Kyle Lowry is out tonight. Now, that doesn't mean Tyler Hero starts. I doubt he starts, as they love to bring him off the bench for that bench scoring punch. So you'll probably maybe see Strus or somebody like that in the starting lineup. But Hero, he's locked in for 32 minutes whether Lowry plays or not. Being that Lowry is out, I'm hoping he can see a few more minutes and creep up to 36, maybe even 38 in a close game. So he should see a little extra run here, even though Jimmy Butler is back and Bam should be back tonight. I still think Tyler Hero is an okay play right here, 7,500, man. Like I said, he should see a little uptick in minutes. I'm anticipating him seeing 36 minutes, and he's going to have, especially with no Lowry, he's going to have times on the court where it's just him and no Butler, him and no Bam. So he's going to have different times like that where he gets to be the main guy. So I think he's perfectly fine to get to his 7,500 right here tonight. Coming in at my shooting guard, I want to look at Jordan Clarkson. He's another guy who's going to see solid minutes, 25 to 30 minutes right here in this spot. And the Jazz are playing well, and we all know about the Lakers' trouble. So this very well easily could get out of hand. You know, you don't want to predict blowouts, but if it is, it should be a little extra run for Jordan Clarkson right here. I'm just taking advantage of a score. We know Clarkson, he's mainly a scorer, not much peripherals. I'm just taking the scorer here in an up-paced matchup against a horrible defense right here. Hopefully the Jazz can handle him easily and he can get a few more minutes right here. But I like Jordan Clarkson at this $5,600 price tag. I'm going to roll the dice with him tonight going against these Lakers. Coming in at small forward, I want to look at Scotty Barnes, 6,300 in this Miami Heat game. We anticipating him being back. He was held out last game for injury management, but the game prior to that, he saw 33 minutes. So I expect him to step right back into that workload going against these Miami Heat right here. And we know he's a guy who can fill it up across the stat sheet. We just need him to bring that scoring for us today, man. If he can drop us about 20 real life points, man, he should be able to have a big one at 6,300. Coming in my power four, I want to look at Christos Porzingis. We saw him in his return last night. He's very solid. I think he played 28 minutes, but that game kind of got out of hand towards the end, so they didn't really need him heavily. Coming back into this matchup today with that's the second leg of a back-to-back, so hopefully they don't hold him out for injury management or whatever they do these days. If he's playing, I want to get to him. I like this 7,900 price tag in an up-paced matchup against the OK City Thunder. They don't have a guy that can match up with Porzingis. If he's in getting his full run, they don't have a guy who can even somewhat. Baisley might be the best guy they can put on him, so Baisley might see a few extra minutes if you're looking for another value play. Baisley might get a few extra runs trying to guard Porzingis here, but I like him at this price tag, 7,900. He was playing well before his injury. You know he should see some minutes at center, so that's going to help his rebound. And I like Porzingis at this 7,900, barring any limitations. And coming in at center, man, it could be JaVale McGee season. We're going to have to wait and see. DeAndre Ayton rolled his ankle last night and was unable to return. So I think they hold him out today. Now, the only question is who going to start. Now, Jalen Smith has still been getting minutes. JaVale McGee has been his Aiden's backup all year. So it's just a matter of the starting lineup. We got to see who it's going to be. But I think it's going to be JaVale McGee right here in this spot. So if he is starting, I will go with him. But if Jalen Smith is starting, I have no problem rotating to him as well. So just keep an eye out for that injury news, as I don't think Aiden plays. And right now, McGee is my guy at 3,700. It's probably going to be a lot of people guy. You know what I mean? He's going to be a bit chalky if he gets to start. But I'm okay with that 3,700, especially on a 5-game slate. All right? There you have it, my starting five for DraftKings. Tyler Hero, Jordan Clarkson, Scotty Barnes, Christos Porzingis, and JaVale McGee. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what we liking over there, man. Coming in at the top, I want to look at Anthony Simons, 7,600. Now, his price is slowly coming up, and CJ McCollum is expected to be back tonight. But I'm anticipating him being on limited run. But I'm hoping the combination of his price going up and CJ McCollum coming back keeps his ownership down. And I can take advantage of him at a little lower on than he should be at this 7,600 price tag on FanDuel. This guy's been playing extremely well since being inserted into the starting lineup, man. Scoring the ball pretty efficiently. He's giving you 40-plus fantasy performances. I'm not worried about C.J. McCollum coming back, as he would just slide in and take Ben McLemore's spot. So Anthony Simons is still going to be the primary point guard for this team. He's still going to see plenty of run. C.J. McCollum, he probably be on a 20-25 minutes limit tonight. But I'm okay with that. I don't think that's going to hurt him too much. You may see a few less shot attempts, but it's still going to be plenty of time of him being the main guy on the court with no C.J. McCollum. So I think we still can get Anthony Simons at 7,600. Coming in at shooting guard, I want to look at Donovan Mitchell, the 8,200 on the FanDuel. Love this price. Going against the Lakers team. I don't got to keep pounding on. You know what we do, man. Pick on the Lakers. So give me Donovan Mitchell, 8,200 on FanDuel. Coming in at small forward, definitely going to get the Scotty Barnes at this 5,600, man. This is too cheap. If he is a full go, no limitations, this is just too cheap for Scotty Barnes over here, man. You see a guy that's he's averaging 33 FanDuel points on the year. He's over 6x easily just getting his average. So you know there's 40-point upside there, man, for a guy like this. Just get the Scotty Barnes over here at 5,600. I love him on FanDuel. At my power four, I think we can go run right back to Bobby Portis. FanDuel just absolutely refuses to move his price. He stays in that. He's been 61, 62, 6,300 for I don't know, the last couple of weeks. They just will not move it no matter what going on, no matter what he does. So I'm gonna keep going to the well right here, Bobby Portis, starting at center for these Milwaukee Bucks. You know he's a double threat every time he's on the court, and he's getting a matchup with no Clint Capella down there. So that's a strong rebounder who's going to be missed in this spot. So Bobby Portis should have a nice chance at success going against these Atlanta Hawks right here. I like getting to him at 6,300. And then coming in at my center, man, I want to look at Bam Adebayo over here. 7,700. I like this price tag, man. You know he's a guy who's a double-double threat. He's coming back off of a thumb injury. So if he plays it now, I expect him to be full go, as he should, as a thumb injury won't keep you from conditioning and running with the team. So he should be in shape and ready to go. If he starts tonight, I expect him to see 30-plus minutes, and I like him at this 7,700 over here on FanDuel. I definitely want to take a chance on him, all right? So there you have it, man. My starting five on FanDuel: Anthony Simons, Donovan Mitchell, Scotty Barnes, Bobby Portis, and Bam Adebayo, all right? Guys, be sure y'all follow on Twitter for the updated starting five. It does change due to news, injuries, and things like that. I was talking with a subscriber the other day. He was saying my recap videos, when I do lineup reviews, the starting five be different from what I gave on the video. I had to let them know. Make sure you follow it on Twitter, man. I usually put out the updated starting five about 30 minutes for lock, guys. Don't just play this video blindly, guys. These picks are going to change. There's going to be news. There's going to be guys out. It's COVID, so this is nothing to set in stone. Don't see this and think, these are the five. Let's go with it. No. There are updates. It changes. Fantasy basketball is not that simple, man. If we was doing a football video, you probably would be good to go. But basketball is ever changing, man, especially with these in these COVID times. So definitely make sure you paying attention and following on Twitter for updated starting five. All right, that's gonna do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, let's go.